Good morning. This is Larry Bonerato, and this is your Morning Minute. Thomas was dying. His wife Mary and their daughter Julia were at Thomas's bedside. He had been bedridden for 12 days, slipping in and out of consciousness. His injuries required that his arm be amputated. After surgery, he spent several days in a coma. Then for 3 days, he seemed to get better. However, the pneumonia came back and he faded fast. Darkness enveloped him and he passed away. Thomas was a devout Christian. He lived his life following the teachings he received from his Bible. He stated once, quote, "God has fixed a time for my death. I do not concern myself about that, no matter when it might overtake me." Close quote. He prayed over every decision, and he fervently believed that God was in control of his life. Being a Virginia native in the mid-1800s, he was affected by the law prohibiting the teaching of slaves to read. Being a professor at BMI, he violated that law constantly, employing the Bible to teach slaves how to read. He used his house in the beginning for these classes until there were so many that he had to move them to a local church. Because he was frequently away from home, he insisted that his family and the minister continue these classes. This ministry continued even in his absence. With this training, many slaves escaped to the north to escape their freedom. When war broke out between the states, he did not support secession. However, when called upon to defend Virginia, he answered the call and joined the fight. Having fought in the Mexican War, his skills were needed in defense of his state. One night, as he and a group of men were scouting out a road, they were suddenly attacked by Union soldiers. Galloping away from the attack, he was wounded by Confederates in the darkness and confusion. Thomas died 12 days later. Thomas, like so many who fought for the South, understood that slavery was evil. He did what he saw as his duty, however, to defend his state and the people who lived there. Few soldiers who fought for the South actually owned slaves. Hopefully, this true story will encourage us to understand why so many people who despised slavery felt compelled to fight for the South. Thomas's last name was Jackson. You know him as General Thomas Stonewall Jackson. And that is today's Morning Minute.